Hey there, guys. This is Real Guardian. I'm recording really quick. Just remember, I have a Patreon. I have to GoFundMe for the channel and the Discord. All links down below. This is what if Nar. This is what if Lala, Nana, Momo were in Naruto. Sorry, read the wrong thing in my head. I hope you guys will enjoy it. Here's part one. It was a starry night. The fourth Hokage was dealing with a massive paperwork with his students Rin, Kakashi, and Obito helping him. Minato saying, I know this was not what you were planning to do today, guys, so thanks for the help. They all saying it's not a problem, Sensei. Obito saying, after all, anything to get out of the house from my wife. Rin and Kakashi look at him saying, we could tell her what you said, right? Obito started sweating, saying, please don't. She's pregnant and I need a break from all the cravings lately. And look at him saying, okay, but I really need to get home and make sure this guy, tapping Kakashi, gets his dinner. Kakashi saying, seriously, Ren, your pregnancy is quite far along at this point. It's even equal to Kushina. But still, I worry about you. I am your husband, after all. Minato laughing, thinking how they've grown up over the years, becoming fine young adults and now about to start families. Sighing, Minato finally getting to the last of the paperwork, thinking it over, saying, hey, Obito, still want to take over? Odo laughing, saying, sure, first I have to prove to the village I'm worthy of the job. Everyone in the room laughed about it. All of a sudden, a loud boom can be heard. Minato quickly using the flying Raijin to be on top of the Hokage Mountain to see something falling from the sky. It was on fire, with Kakashi and Obito appearing right next to him just as fast. Minato saying, thankfully it's going to hit away from the village, but I will go intercept it. Kashi, get Ren home, and Obito, you come with me. Alright? They nod, disappearing in a flash. With them getting to where it's about to land, seeing it crash and hit the ground hard, with Minato and Obito getting on the scene. Seeing this weird looking object, it seems to be a spear. Slowly walking up to it, opening itself. Minato and Obito drew kunais, but lower them when they hear crying. Walking up to see three girls with tails in the spear. Without touching it, it heard a voice saying, registered as new father. Playing message. Hello there. Whoever first touches this pod, I bequeath my $3 to you. Our homeworld is about to be end thanks to Atsuki's. And as last action as King of Deviluk, I've sent them to your world, where I've learned they have won against them. I ask whoever received this message, please raise my daughter in my stead. And one day, when they're old enough, allow them to touch this pod. It will play a message from me and their mother. Thank you, whoever you are. The pod then spoke. Now please remove the girl's registered father. Minato walked up, getting all the girls in his arms as the pod shrinked, and it was now a small trinket as it clipped itself to Minato. Pod saying, you are now holding it. Only it will remove itself when it's time. And when the girls are ready to know the truth. Minato just thinking, I hope Kushina does not hug them to death. Saying, well, Obito, it seems it's time for us to go home. You need to get Ren, Kakashi, your wife, and the third together tomorrow at my place. Seems I've become a father quite earlier than expected. Getting back home with the girls, walking into seeing his pregnant wife. She's about a week away from giving birth, saying, welcome home, Minato. He's saying, yeah. Well, guess what? We're parents early. She started to get really worried, thinking the worst, that he was told something about her was wrong, until she heard three cries, quickly walking over to see three girls with pink hair in his arms. She quickly lifted them up and rocked them until they fell asleep again. Kushina saying, so may I ask why I now have $3 and a little boy on the way? Minato explains what happened. Kushina was crying tears, saying, to think some parents out there will never hear them called mother or father. I've decided. We are raising them, and no lip from you, mister, ever. Minato nodded, saying, I understand. So the rest will be by later tomorrow, okay? They have a really good night's sleep, still taking care of the little ones. The next morning, the third Ren, Kakashi, Obito, and his wife walked in, all saying good morning. When Minato was finishing his coffee, sitting down on the table, asking, so, Ren and Zaya. Now Zaya had blue hair with blue eyes. She had somewhat pale skin, was in a kimono usually. She was the only member of the Yuki clan he knew about. So, asking them, so would you like to meet them? They both nodded, and he pointed to the kitchen where they walked in to start to talk to Kushina. With Obito, Kakashi, and the third sitting down, getting the finer details with Kakashi saying, "So that really happened, Sensei?" Minato nodding in confirmation. Obito saying, "I just can't believe there's other life out there." The third nodding in agreement. The third asked, "So do they have chakra at all?" Minato nodded, saying, "A little less than an Uzumaki, oddly enough." The third smiling, saying, "Then we may have some great future ninjas if they choose to be." They all nodded and started telling a couple jokes. Just then, all the wives come back, each holding a baby. So, with Kushina saying, "So we've decided on names. The twins will be named Nana and Momo, and the older one will be named Lala." Minato smiled, saying, "Those are great names. Also, if anyone asks, they were born with a Kekkei Genkai. That gives them that appearance. I'll announce it later so there's no confusion. Also, is that thing still coming?" Third sadly nodded. "Yes. It seems the Tin Tails is on its way. So far it's not attacked any village, but it has been slowly moving towards the leaf because of it." Minato saying, "I don't know what to do. Even if all the tail beasts team up against it, I don't think we could win, right, Kushina?" Thinking about it, she finally responded, saying, "Kurama saying no, sadly. But one being can, but she's never helped us. Ever. After that incident." Minato saying, "Right. The 20 Tails White Fox. Also known as the second mother of chakra. She only would help us right now." Sighing deeply, finally saying, "So are our forces ready?" Everyone nodded. Minato saying, "Good. It will be in the land of fire tomorrow, so let's get ready." But a small 20-tailed fox started to stir, seeing and sensing the threat, saying, "So he's in danger. Time to finally act." As the Tin Tails arrived outside on the border of the land of fire, with an army of ninjas at the rear, Minato's intel was it's been wrecking other nations' shinobi that tried to attack it. It's been quite a losing battle against this thing on all sides. Many have lost some of their military power. So his only hope was the 20-tailed fox, but she would not help them. Yet, she said. You truly wonder what she meant by that. What yet? As he was readying for battle, he happened to hear this. The sound he loved but dreaded at the same time. The bells. 20 bells to be exact. Minato knew what this meant, ordering all the shinobi to stand down, as a small 20-tailed fox appeared, looking at the 10 tails and yawning. Minato and the rest gulped hard at this sight. She's been protecting not only the Jinchuriki and Tailbees, but all the villages through the centuries she's been alive. But she stays in Konoha, saying one day she wants a price for all the help she will and has already given to them. To this day, they worship her like a goddess and never anger her. And if you mistreat your Jinchuriki, you first get a prank of epic magnitude. You remember the one time the cloud mistreated them, and she literally teleported all the buildings in the air, held them there for a week. After that, the cloud learned their lesson. The second time to be taught a lesson. That time, you remember that village. She can't even remember the name of it anymore. It's been lost to history. Apparently, all the women became infertile, meaning there was no way to have children. That scared the fourth. And third, the worst punishment at all once you get the third strike, the end of any village. And because some villages were dumb enough, many of them have fallen over the many centuries, heck, maybe millennium she's been alive. She's the only reason no village, even when going on war, has directly attacked Konoha ever. They don't want to get her involved. So it's both a blessing and a curse. Minato walked up and bowed, saying, "Lady Kime, may I ask why you are here?" She turned and smiled, saying, "I am here for my price, finally, and to help. And that thing. But it will involve you, young fourth Hokage." Minato gulped, saying, "Is this price my life?" Kime simply answering no, but it will involve a life. All you have to do is sign this. As a contract appears before Minato. He was very scared. was even very hesitant over it, but he steeled himself since he realized he had no choice. If it was to save the village with his three new daughters in it and his future son, he'd sign it without hesitation. And so he did, as he finished signing the blood contract. The fox smiled, saying, "Now to end this." She grew to massive size as the Tin Tails attacked her, realizing she was there, and tried to strangle her with her mighty tails, but she batted them all away. And within seconds, before anyone could even see it, she had already pinned it down and ate it, effectively eating all the chakra it had built up over the past millennium, it seemed, and making it disappear. She smirked and even rubbed her belly a bit for her full meal, saying to everyone there, "Return to the village, and we will speak tomorrow, young Fourth." Minato just nodded. They returned home with no battle damage. Everyone just thinking they had to pray harder and worship harder. The goddess truly saved everyone and the world once again. But Minato was just wondering what he just agreed to. Returning home to see his daughters, Lala, Momo, and Nana, smiling at them, with Kushina walking in saying they've been really peaceful all day. "So, she must have finally helped, huh?" Minato nodded, but he said out loud, "I wonder what life I just took away, and what millennia-long promise I agreed to get it. And if it's something truly awful, heinous, wrong, and world-shattering, I will bear the guilt myself." Kushina saying no, we will together. "So get ready for bed. Tomorrow's gonna be a long day for everyone." He nodded. In the Hokage Tower the next day was Lady Mia Senju. She was talking to her about how cute her daughter Tsunade was. They were very good friends since he was her former teacher. To think this is when the legendary Sani of the Leaf, acting like a doubting mother, and one day future grandmother, as she laughed. Miyato sighing, knowing his wife and Lady Kime would be here soon with his students and their wives. Again, thinking about what he agreed to. Hope it isn't bad. Finally, everyone but Kime was there. They decided just to have different discussions about their days and other things. Minato was just happy not to have any paperwork for the next 2 days. Because all that happened, he got a long way of break from it. But just then, that dreaded sound happened. 20 bells jingled and could be heard, and a white fox appeared right on the decks. Jumping down, transforming into the young human fox girl, the one in the thumbnail, smiling, saying, "Are you ready to know the price for my help?" Minato just nodded. She pointed to Kushina's belly, saying, "The young boy in her belly." Kushina was ready to kill her. Full rage mode, but Kurama calmed her down somehow. Kime lifted up her hand and rubbed her belly, saying, "I've always wished for a mate, but none was strong enough until I sensed him. For that reason, I have chosen him. Now, would you like to hear the further details of this contract we have made, young Fourth?" Minato was a little angry, but he understood he just agreed to this, and he couldn't back out, especially since it was a blood contract, saying, "Yes, I'd like to know it." Kime smiled, saying, "So first off, I get his first time and no one else. Second, he's allowed to have as many wives as he wants if that's his cup of tea, but I am the head of them. Third, he will get a link with me, allowing him to use my chakra. But in order for it to be stronger, we will have to get to know each other. So that leads me to the fourth reason. Once he's 4, I'll get to see him at least once a month. And fifth, if it is in my power and want, I will grant whatever he desires. This is the agreement of the contract. Is it understood?" Renato was shocked at this. It was insane to him, especially that last part. Meaning, if Naruto, the name he and his wife chose for their son, wanted the world to end, she also wanted it to end, she would do it without hesitation. He now knew he had to make sure to raise his son with a very level mind and headset, not to say anything stupid. He nodded, saying, "It is understood, Kimi. Apologies, Lady Kimi." She then pumped her chakra into Kushina's womb directly into Naruto, saying, "I've decided. I will give him 5 boons. 1. His looks will rival a god. 2nd, his power will have the potential to surpass even mine. 3rd, he will have a silver charm and tongue, as you would say, that will work on everyone but me. 4th, he'll have wisdom beyond his years once he gets to 4 years old. 5th, he will always be lucky in life. Now I've made a minor link with my boons, ensured that it's stable. Have a wonderful day, everyone." The 20 bells jingle, and she is gone as if she was never there. Kushina looking at her about, thinking what just happened, with Kurama not even knowing what the mother, as all the tailed beasts came to call her, did. And Naruto thinking Naruto's life is going to be both harder and easier for him, thanks to what he just did. Regretting even signing the contract, but knowing he had no choice. Finally, it's been about 3 years since then. Naruto is already growing up handsomely, as his mother would call it. He's playing with his sister and other friends, though he's the only one right now. Sorry, he's the only one right now. Thinking about it, he has only 2 friends also. Because the rest of the girls, they surround him all the time. It's so annoying. Choji and Shikamaru are playing hide and seek with him. Momo and Nana are talking to the other girls, that being Ino, Sakura, Hinata, Hanabi, Sasuke, and Karen. While they're waiting for the other 3 to come get here. They were talking about different things when Mika walked up. She had black hair with bluish highlights all around, one black eye and one blue eye. She's wearing her usual Chia clan outfit. Next, the 2 twins walked up. Tina having gray hair, wearing an eye patch and a mask, since her dad liked wearing that, wearing her usual clothes. The other girl being Nina. She had brown wavy hair, and she had the same thing her mom has on her face. She's also wearing her usual clothes too. All of them walking up to the group of girls, all just saying yo in unison. They all said hello back, but Mika speaked up saying, "Where's Naruto?" And I said, "Why does everyone ask about our younger brother? Seriously, we all know he's playing with the guys or is completely alone." But I'd say he's playing with the guys. But hearing that, all the girls pout, with all of them muttering under their breath that he's been lately thinking boys are better company than them. Naruto, finding both of his friends, gets shivers, saying, "Okay, gotta hide." Thinking, maybe Tsunade can hide me? Well, he blushed about thinking about her, running off as fast as he can. On the rest decide, screw it, and go to grab Naruto. When they get to the boys, they see only Shikamaru and Choji laying there looking at clouds, asking where Naruto is. And Shikamaru is saying, "I don't know, he ran off right after hide and seek." The girl's getting angry, saying he went to see her. "We're dragging him back. We're better than a 13-year-old hussy woman." Naruto is going to the Senju compound, seeing Tsunade standing there. She's clearly just got done with her medical ninja job, so she's still in the guard. Seeing her talking to her older brother and sister, saying, "Oh, hey there, Tsunade, Nikki, and Damien." The white-haired young man wearing kimono standing by his black-haired sister, oddly enough, wearing her shinobi outfit. All of them together saying, "Hey there, Naruto." Hiding again from them as they give a smirk. Naruto stops saying, "Yes, I need a break. I mean, I get why my sister's hanging out with me all the time, but all these girls, it's so hard for me to make other friends my age. After all, they all get scared away from them. Especially the guys don't like me." Nikki and Damien laugh, saying, "That can be a major problem, a kid your age." Sanai kneeling down and tapping his forehead, saying, "A great shinobi faces his problems head on, Naruto." With his response being, "Well, how about you get followed and smothered to death all day? Then you can complain all you want." The three of them have sweat drops thinking about both of their grandpas, the former first and second Hokage, doing to that doing that exact thing to them as kids, and still do at times, saying, well, we get it. Nikki's saying, how about this? Snotty will take you to Ichiraku ramen while we distract him. Naruto looked really happy, shaking his head yes. Sai whispered in her sister's ear, why are you doing this again? Kiki whispering back, see, he's already this cute kid in the village. So trust me when I say this, when he gets older, he'll be the most handsomest one in the village. So you could say it's best to get in his heart now, before later. Sorry. Saya blushed a bit, saying fine. Thinking, why is my family trying to set me up with Naruto? He's just a nice, well-mannered kid, and he's still 3 for goodness sake. Shaking her head, she finally decides to take Naruto with her. Damien saying, you know, Naruto has such a huge crush on Tsunade after she saved him from being kidnapped by the Cloud. So if I were to probably do anything to get closer to her, Nikki saying, yep, plus the whole family's not against it though. Except his mom. She's still really pissed off about all this. Especially since he immediately fell in love with her, but sadly those cloud ninjas went back as nothing but blood. With one hell of a warning. Ever since then, the cloud has been over backwards for us. Kushida was not called the red hot blood habanero for nothing, was she? Giggling. Ugh. Both of them saying, well, it looks like they're here. Seeing a bunch of girls running up like bullets, stopping in front of them just barely, screaming out, where is Naruto? They both laugh, and Nikki saying, girls, he's not yours. Until he marries you in some cultures, but not ours. Second, he's his own unique person. Third, we're not telling you. And fourth, as she starts wiggling her fingers, with her brother doing the same thing, it's time for some fun. All the girls get shocked, pale expressions, screaming, no tickling! Tsunade was walking with Naruto, holding his hand. He was blushing. He was really happy to be with her. As they walked through the village, many people looked at them lovingly, calling him the honored first, second, and fourth son and daughter, respectively, when going through the village. But before they get to the ramen place, Naruto walks up to a prize giver, seeing this big red and white fox, with him screaming out, these 2 unique plushies are golden prizes. Just turn the machine and help to win them. Naruto turns it and gets the golden ball in one go, getting both of them, handing the red one to Sanai, saying, here, I know that Senju and Kurama are really good friends, so he'd probably like you to have this. Plus, I don't know why, I prefer the white one more. He smiles. Sanai smiles back, saying, thank you, Naruto. But remembering when he beat both of their grandpas in poker every time, it makes me think part of the reason they want me and Naruto to quote unquote get together is that god tier luck. So grandpa can win at gambling. She sighed. Finally finishing getting to the wrong place, seeing Madara of all people there. Naruto saying, hey there, Grandpa Madara. Been a while. Tsunade is always shocked, because the only time she has ever seen him smile is around Naruto. It's kind of a wake-up call for her and the rest of everyone else. Madara finally speaking up, saying, well, yes, it's been a while. It's good to see you. Still, your birthday's in a few days. By the look of the plushie, your luck's paying off again. Naruto saying, yep, and I get to have some food with Tsunade. Madara turned and waved at her. They all sat down together, with a young Amy, girl that was Naruto's age, and helper of Ichiraku Ramen, run out there saying, hey there, Naruto! Turning and seeing her, saying, you're here with her, huh? Giving a very upset look. Madara thinking, how many girls is this boy going to womanize without realizing it? Man, my granddaughter Sasuke is going to have a hard time with this. Maybe convince Minato on the clan act. After all, there's only 3 other Uzumakis left besides him and his mother. That being Karen's mother, Karen herself, and what was that one boy that Jiraiya taught? Ugh, can't remember his name right now. You know, Karen has no family relation to them, which is a good thing for her. He smiled while thinking about what he could do. After having a nice long discussion, both Snotty and Naruto left, finally getting back to the Senju compound. Naruto really thanked Snotty for a day, but getting there to see a group of girls looking like white sheets on the ground with the first and second standing there laughing with Damien plus his sister Nikki starting to get into the laughing with them. Seeing this, I thought these girls are going to have some severe trauma from this later on, but she smiled thinking it's good to give Naruto a break. She can tell when talking about what he's been doing lately, he really needed one. Seems those girls are going too far sometimes. With all of them looking at who was approaching, Naruto said, I'm back. Also, hi there, granddads. They all smiled, seeing the huge plushie they both had. Hashirama saying, so, it seems your luck paid off again. Tobirama saying, think you give some help this idiot's debt? Naruto saying, nope. Causing Hashirama to drop to the ground saying, you won't help Grandpa? Naruto saying, no, you need to learn gambling is bad. If you make Tsunade like you, trust me, I will gut you like a pig. Hashirama looking at him completely terrified. The rest of the family starts to laugh about it. Naruto saying, but I'll see you all at the birthday party, right? They all smile, giving a thumbs up. After finally realizing Naruto's there, all the girls reboot, darting up, screaming, Naruto! He then saying, well, bye, taking his fox plushie, and running away like a speed demon, leaving everyone in the dust. But Lolo, Momo, and Nana bolting up and starting chasing after him. The rest of the girls get angry, but it seems they decided to go home. Naruto, falling, getting home, bolted and hid underneath the table, shaking while holding his plushie for dear life. Minato saying this, look under the table, seeing his terrified son, saying, you ran from the girls and hanged up with Tsunade, didn't you again? Naruto nodded. Minato sighed, saying, come on. Picking him up and placing him in his room, activating the seal since he knows if Naruto sees it, it calms him down. Sitting back down on this table, seeing his daughters running in full speed, saying, where's Naruto? He ditched us again. Naruto smiled, saying, I don't know. And why do you think he ditched you? His daughters explained what happened, thinking, those blessings you gave him were also a prank for him, wasn't it, Kime? You evil little fox. He sighed, saying, Naruto's not going to like you all if you keep doing this. The girls look horrified. I'm not saying he needs time to be himself. Mainly, what I'm trying to say is it's alone time. Be with other people and have a bunch of girls taking up all his time. He's going to get mad and not want to spend time with you or the others. And it's not going to help if you chase him down. He's just going to run away like he did today again. So do you understand? They all nod, with Mara saying, good. Now, let's let him rest up. He's going to need it after day. And I was thinking, so you're going to see the white fox soon, Naruto. The white fox smiled, saying, soon, my little mate, we will meet. Now it's finally time for Naruto's birthday. That, the first one's done. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is the Real Guardian. Signing